Hey guys, how y'all doing? So today I'm going to be talking about a new math hack. I learned this last year and I love it. It's right up there with the T-chart. So it is for when you guys are working on ratio word problems. Emphasis on word problems because word problems are an ick. So here we go. Ratio box. It's a 3x3 box. I'm just gonna go ahead and review some of the notes that I did today. I'm posting this for you guys, my students, because I gave y'all homework tonight. So this will help you. A little reminder. So a ratio box is a 3x3 box that you want to use anytime you guys are given a word problem that has to do with ratios, like I just said. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause my video real quick. You don't worry about pausing. I'll be right back. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, so as you can see, I have this box. I split it into 3 columns. So in order to make a 3x3, I'm going to split from side to side into 3, and I'm going to go down 3. So I have 3 this way and 3 this way, all right? So here is how you label it. Right up here, I put my total, okay? Over here, I write ratio, multiplier, that wasn't pretty, multiplier is what it says, and actual. Okay, and then on my multiplier, I just put like a time sign all the way across, okay? So here we go. We're gonna read this problem. What in the world am I doing? Wow, okay, that was so extra. All right, Janelle has to sort her laundry. Janelle has to sort her laundry. She has 3 pants for every, when you see for every, that's just like a ratio, 5 t-shirts, okay? There are 20 shirts in total. So there's 20 shirts, okay? How many items of clothing does Janelle need to sort? That's a lot of information. So we are going to pretty much just plug in what we know. So right here, my ratio. What ratio did they give me? My basic ratio. They told me 3 pants and 5 t-shirts. So up here, I'm gonna label this pants, and I'm gonna label this t-shirts, because that's what my ratio is. Ratio, pants, t-shirts. And that ratio is 3 to 5. So 3 to 5. Now when I do this, I just add right on across. 3 plus 5 is 8, okay? Now, what other number did they give us in this word problem? That's not in my box. They gave us 20. And what does 20 represent? 20 represents the total amount of shirts she has, okay? So I find shirts, and the total amount of shirts that I actually have is 20, all right? Are you guys ready for this? All right, let me actually get up this time. Let's see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fill in the blanks. How do I get from 5 to 20? What do I multiply by? 5 times what is 20? 4. And then you know what I do? I just take this all the way across. So this is times 4, which means that's times 4, which means that is times 4. And here we go. 8 times 4 is 32. 3 times 4 is 12. So by looking at this chart now, my actual amount of pants that I have, I would have 12 pants. Did they ask me how many pants I had? No, they did not. Okay, the actual amount of t-shirts I have is 20. I already knew that. The actual total amount of clothing that I have is 32. So how many pieces of clothing does Janelle have to go through in order to have her laundry finished? 32. So she has 32. And the way you want to answer is, make sure we answer this properly. Over here, over here. Janelle has 32 items of clothing to sort. Boom. All right, that is the first question. All right, so here's question 2. It says, you spend 90 minutes practicing flip tricks and slides on your skateboard. The ratio of time spent, the ratio, right here, the ratio of time spent on flip tricks to time spent on slides is 7 to 8. How much time do you spend practicing slides? In this case, I'm using a ratio box. It's a word problem, and they want me to give them an answer to like a puzzle, right? I don't think they gave me all the information. If you don't think they gave you all the information, try a ratio box. So here we go. I'm gonna set it up. All right, so here we go. I created my ratio box. Pause your screen, copy it down. I'm still writing them out. Eventually, I just put R, M, and A, and then total over there, T, whatever. But not until I get used to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fill in. So my ratio, which they said it over there, my ratio is flip tricks to slides. So I would put FT for flip tricks, and I would put slides. And this is the time spent. I'm not gonna write time spent on flip tricks, time spent on slides. Absolutely not. Way too much writing for me. So here we go. And then I write the ratio. My ratio is 7 to 8. So 7, 8, and I'm just gonna add it. I'm gonna add that right on across. All right? Now, what other piece of information did they give us, and where does it go? So up here, we spent 90 minutes practicing flip tricks and slides. So that 90 is gonna go down here in the actual total amount of practice time. And then here we go. All you do is plug in now. How do you get from 15 to 90? How do you get from 15 to 90? We multiply by 6. Okay, you go straight across. All right, and here we go. 8 times 6 is 48. 7 times 6 is 42. All right, so the question is, how much time do you spend practicing slides? So the actual time spent practicing slides is 48 minutes. All right. Now, if it was like another part B, and it was like, what happens if you spend like 4 less minutes practicing slides? You would take the 4 from here, you would set it up as a ratio and reduce. I may do a video like that on a question like that later. All right, last question. I know it's kind of a long video, but it's so worth it. I may do a practice video eventually. The ratio of students to teachers at a school is 19 to 1. So boom, ratio students to teachers, 19 to 1. How many students are there in each total number of people? So this right here is a 4-question type of question. So I'm gonna start with A, 100 people. So hint, we are gonna use a ratio box. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my ratio box up. All right, so I have my ratio box set up, and I'm focused on A right now. So here we go. The ratio of students to teachers. So I have students and I have teachers, and my ratio is 19 to 1. If you put teachers to students, you will have to flip the ratio. Just don't change anything. Just keep it the way it is. So 19 to 1, and then I add it automatically. Boom, 20. Okay, total. And then what number am I missing? I'm working with 100 here, right? So my 100 total number of people. These represent total numbers of people. My 100 goes here. Oops, I forgot my time signs. Oh God, that's not cute. That is not cute. All right, so my total number of people is 100, not 10. I'm really winning today. So 20 times what equals 100? 5. And then you go 5 all the way across. 1 times 5 is 5. 19 times 5 is 95. So how many students would there be if there were 100 people? 95. I hope this helps you guys. Just practice, 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 practice. Bye.